Okay, so South Africans were not happy, mostly with their journalism and how they are working for them. We'll see this.
To start this kind of program, and also, do you not think that your actions are xenophobic?
That's the very reason why we started this movement, because we are tired of being labeled as xenophobic every time we're trying to do the right thing for our country. And the fact that we keep being called xenophobic has made a lot of South Africans to sit back and be fearsome of what's going to follow. The international world is going to say, oh my God, South Africans are xenophobic. And we know for a fact we're not xenophobic. We can't be living with these people for so many years. And now, when we're saying it's too much, it's enough, we are told that we're xenophobic. People who are from outside of South Africa do not respect our laws. They don't respect our country. They don't respect us as South Africans. We see them tormenting us on social media all the time. We see them creating spaces like this where we are the ones that are scared to walk into those places because they want those places to be comfortable for themselves.
Well, there's been this assertion that, undocumented, particularly African migrants, are behind crime in this country. Do you have statistics that can back up that claim?
Yeah, well, the Hawks had a press briefing, and I can show you the video where they confirm that 60% of all organized crime in the country is done by illegal immigrants. And we recently saw a letter from the Minister Senzo Mchunu, who was confirming that most of these drug cartels are run by Nigerians. 6 of the 9 provinces have kingpins that are from Nigeria. And that's exactly why we're here, because here is a place that's called Lagos now, which is Point Road in Durban. It's known as a place that's called Nigeria now because there's so many Nigerians and other nationalities living here. They do drugs in front of everyone, in broad daylight, in front of the police station. Yeah, definitely. Because they're so brazen, they don't care. They bribe our police officers. And we told them this right in their faces. We told them, we know you're taking bribes. And so many incidents have happened after that, where police were actually even asking bribes. And there's one of the people who was bribed today who went and opened a case from the very same police. So we're tired of this because it means that we now are not safe in our own country, because we've got people walking in and out of the border because our government doesn't seem to see it as a problem that our borders are just open and anyone can walk in. And then they come and live in our communities. They evict people who are South Africans. They take over these spaces. They take over tuck shops. You show all those shops.
But South African laws allow them to do that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
The fact that people do not get arrested once they have committed a crime, the fact that they are let go, it means that they believe that they can be a law unto themselves.
Can I make you an example so that you know that the law doesn't allow them? Recently, now, the court ruled that Johannesburg precinct, South Africans, the bylaws need to be enforced, and those bylaws say it's South Africans that are supposed to be trading. But do you know that majority of the people that were trading there were foreigners? It's only now that South Africans are saying we're tired of our laws not being respected, that they're actually enforcing those bylaws and removing people who are not South African. Our laws do not allow for people who are undocumented to live in buildings. Our laws do not allow for people who are undocumented to run businesses and open the streets. They don't allow that. But you know, if you go and tell the police what they're going to tell you, we don't have the capacity, because that's what our police tell us all the time when we are trying to fight the crimes and the illegal activities that are going on in this country. They tell us they don't have the capacity.
That's just
Okay, so it was recently shared on X when the person asked, what kind of journalism is this? Mainstream is really our enemy. So South Africans were not happy with the whole conversation that actually you have watched. Was basically how the journalists were actually asking some questions that are saying that why some South Africans who are actually seeking justice or demonstrating and protesting for their country to be back to be safe from illegal immigrants. The presenter or the journalist actually went straight asking a question saying that why are they being xenophobic? And South Africans were not happy with that question here. Why are you saying that they're being xenophobic? Are they being xenophobic? They're just demanding the right for illegal immigrants to leave the country. These were all some takes on South Africans. Now let's see how they see how they took the whole conversation and how things went down in the comment section. See this. You, my friend, can also share your point of view. Yeah, you can. See. This one says this journalist is a sellout of note. It could be she's a Jolofina and not a portrait. All of them, even the ENCA, the newsroom, and most 702 journalists are pro-foreigners. We shall never fold. Oh, wow. They are confusing, or the South Africans are now calling out their journalists mostly as sellouts. That's too bad. Again, Manchester, 60% of all organized crime is caused by illegal immigration. In code, though, he's saying that this is a blunt and total lying about the Hawks. Well, this one saying that the whole interview is actually a lie. Though. What do you mean by 60% of all crime in South Africa are being caused by illegal immigrants? That is a lie. Well, that's his take. Again, this one says that their bosses told them to ask such a question to push certain narratives because they want unquestionable cheap labor. Wow, that's a bold claim right there. Could it be true? Is it true? Well, we actually live to see. Again, man says, what's stopping South Africans from trading or prison sponsorships? South Africans have had ample time since attaining democracy in 1994 to run businesses and occupy critical spaces in the CBD long before African foreign nationals arrived. Why cry foul now? The South African is actually saying that what is actually happening here? You guys were actually first to do it. You guys were actually the first to run all the sponsorships and everything. You guys have sat idly for new immigrants have come in and are now dominating the market. You guys are crying now. What's so too much to cry about? But then he's a South African right there though. Well, again, man came and says it's called probing journalism. The kind that doesn't take anything at face value but interrogates it. How can you say mainstream journalism is your enemy when they give you a platform at every opportunity? Well, man is actually here to defend the journalism and the media. He's saying that what do people really mean that they are enemy? That is what they are doing is called probing journalism. They need to make trending. They need to broke the internet. They need to cause conversation. They need to cause traffic on their work. So basically, asking some tricky questions is all part of the job. So what are people even trying to say that they are your enemies? They are not. They're actually giving you equal opportunity to express yourself. So make use of that opportunity. That's basically what man is actually trying to say. And again, man says our sons don't respect themselves. If you had a culture of respect and integrity, the people that comes to your country would have adapted to that positivity. What you see and don't like from foreigners is exactly the reflection of you. Wow. That's a bold claim right there. Man is actually saying that South Africans, you guys are the problem. Whatever you think that foreigners are, they're basically just being you. Is that true? Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Thank you for your time. See you guys around.